Hello, welcome, friends of Pirate Chain. I'm Giuliano, and today is May 7 of 2021. We're looking at price charts for Pirate Chain against BTC, also against USD. We're looking at them on getaurox, and thanks for watching this video. Thanks for liking the video. Like this video. Make a comment. I'm enjoying the comments. I like to see comments there. And if it's helpful for you, let me know. Share it if you think that somebody's involved with Pirate or should be, or they like price charts. Maybe they like silly drawings of treasure and sharks. Because that's kind of what we're dealing with here with this Pirate Chain chart. Now we are dealing with this 1 hour time frame. There was mention about Fibonacci in one of the comments. I'm going to deal with that first. Then we're going to come back to this 1 hour. So let's take it from the 1 day, and let's take it from the line chart to start. All right. Now, the comment was about 13 cents being the beginning of the move. So yes, and it depends which move. So 13 as in 1-3, not 13 as in 3-0. Not 30. 13 here. Ooh, roughly here. Oh, now, sorry, that was cents. Okay, so this is a BTC chart. Well, there you have it. That was not a good intro, was it? Well, we're going to stick with it. I'm going to do this BTC chart, then we'll go to the Fibonacci, okay? You can either skip ahead or watch it to the end. But thanks for watching, and those of you watching to the end, thank you, and I hope you get something educational from this. Maybe you're watching it at 1.5x, okay, 1.75x the speed. This is a big move, scale-wise, compared to all the previous moves. Down here, volume, nice big volume, similar volume here, back in the, wow, even bigger volume here, it looks like in the spring and summertime. We're using the CoinEx exchange. So at least in that sense, a bigger volume. Now maybe the volume, the units of volume, if we're looking here, it's like 478,000, 516,000. So I believe it's units of Pirate, but I could be wrong. I'll have somebody, if you know in the comments, if you're in the comments and you know, just let me know. These volume bars, the 318,000, is that the units of Pirate, or is that, yeah, that's what it is, must be. Because these are daily charts. So I think these were in the millions of dollars. So yeah, and I don't think this is 300,000 BTC. That might be a little much. Anyway, okay, so what are we looking at here? What we wanted to look at actually was more short term. So what's happening short term? So short term, where are we? We are in a log chart. We are roughly midday on this 7th of May. We have a nice uptrend still, but we have definitely broken the impulse and we are in a corrective move. We are now making a more rounding position. What's happening locally? We see this Ichimoku cloud rounding with us and flattening out too. And we're starting to breach the lower support territory. You see now this Ichimoku cloud providing this resistance, and it's kind of sloping down, but might flatten out here around this upper 9,000 level. We're below the 20. Now this is the 1 hour, okay? So it's a lower time frame. It doesn't hold as much weight or inertia. And here is, but it is significant for this short term, these next few days. We're below the average, and we're at the lower end of the band, and we are narrow enough. Like, look how wide it is back here, and back here. On the up move, we can have a down move like this. All right, this isn't an hour frame. We can have a down move like this and then scoop back up, and that could be a capitulation. Okay, so, you know, ride the shark fins. And where are some of the levels now? Here, there are the high 7,000 levels, okay, which correlate back here. There's also the 8,000 levels, high 8,000 levels, okay, which correlate to these resistance zones here, resistance support zone here, okay, and then action back here. So this is also a significant level first. So maybe you want to be more conservative, you would catch it here. If you are less conservative, you would try and catch it down here. And also you would put a nice stop here, because if you go below the 7,000 level, then you probably want to get out until you're down to at least the 5s and 6s, because you're gonna spend time down here. But that doesn't look like where the move is going at this point, showing, because when we look at the candlesticks, now this again is a BTC chart, not a USD chart. So we're looking still at the high 9,000 level. We're seeing here in these hour candles, good buying support, green candle, buying support, buying support. Okay, it's every little thing matters, every little hour matters. If we can just hug ourselves, if, you know, those of us trying to stay safe, if this thing just hugs up against the underwater cave here, we can hopefully find our exit point in the near future. Okay, 12th of May is over here. All right, so definitely look for, at some point, a capitulation, just because I was looking at a different chart and, you know, it was showing, how do you say, this kind of rounding action after a move up. It corrected down, started to round, and then finally there was the capitulation down, and it kind of scooped around, and then it went off to the races and broke its previous all-time high. Okay, well, maybe not all-time high, but local high. Okay, and if it was I believe it was the ETC chart, and it was in the dollar, and so that might have been previous all-time high. I'm not sure. I don't know the numbers on that one. All right, so there we are in that 1 hour chart, and it's looking all right. No problem overall. Just be ready to catch them if you can. This is the 4 hour, and we see again how on the Bollinger Band, okay, it's tightening up, but it's got a downward bias, and we could breach this bottom. And when we do breach the bottom, you make moves like this on the left here, and it just slides down. Okay, same thing on the way up, but now we're on the way down. We have a downward bias. Okay, this is in the BTC chart, but I think you watch BTC closely. That will determine what kind of move it might be making in the short term, because if it's going to keep its dollar denomination, which is currently around the 550 or $5 level, and BTC is going to pump up, then to keep the dollar and market cap in dollar valuation, the BTC chart's going to have to fall further. So that's where it might be an opportunity to get some good priced R. This is not financial advice, but if you're using BTC, could be opportunities ahead. In terms of USD, now BTC is at the 57,000-ish level, so it's good. It's sideways. It's basically going to be sideways until it's up. At this point, it's sideways until it's up, barring any massive, you know, March 2020 action to the downside with subsequent upside rebound. You know, that might happen, but that's less and less likely every day. Now, remember this chart. We'll take a look at some of these indicators on the lower time frame. So for the 1 hour chart, how are you doing, by the way? You're making sure to take care of yourself and plan for your success, and then take all the action you need to be successful. Good. Yes, nice. Okay, so this was at our peaks and now we're basing out and we're just kind of working our way up from the negative side, still in the negative side, no problem. We might dump down one more time, but let's try and keep, let's see, let's play with this. Let's give it a nice, what kind of color? We want a orangish color and we'll go with this light, peachy, cream, orange. All right, there we go. So let's see if that plays out. And if that's possible, that would be lovely. Otherwise, if we break it, oh, well, then we'll see to the downside, I mean. Okay, but here we are. We go here until about, yeah, where do we, if we were to stay in a straight line, we're touching it around 8 or 9. So next day or two. So there you are. Let's see what happens. We'll keep an eye on that, okay? That's on the short time frames, right? And in terms of RSI, here we are. We bottomed a couple times here in the last few days, last week, especially here in the last few days. Not to say that we can't do it again. In March and April, we had big moves and we haven't been this low on the RSI since then. In fact, really, like this was a big move down, but it wasn't very concentrated as much as it is now. But okay, you can say back in beginning Jan, Feb, or sorry, end of mid-Jan to Feb, which was a move. That's where after that there was a move. So yeah, like we have been down here. Remember, this is the hour. Okay, so it will happen more often. And look how thick and choppy it is overall. That's good. But here we are, quite a number of touches in a short amount of time. So that could be a good wind up. Let's see, maybe we're springing on it here and then we can have a bit more strength relatively. Okay, and we can look at it in that index. All right. And that's about it for that. Okay, just the same idea. We're gonna get rid of these lines. Gonna get rid of these things here. We're gonna do the Fibonacci retracement again. We're gonna go to a different time frame. We're gonna go to, I think, the daily time frame. It's the same prices. It's just that it will compact it for us. So let's go to the day. Oh, we still have that to clean up. Clean your room. There you go. Clean your screen. I'm going to take this. Oh, and I'm going to beat the devil out of it. Okay. So here we are now. So we are working with this top, which was the 23rd April top. It's about 12.89. Now, if we want to use the candles, we will. Okay. We can talk about the body, which is again that $12, $13 top, and then the shadow wick spike up there is about 18. Okay, we can work with both of those and look at Fibonacci retracement and where we are, because there was a mention about it being incorrectly done or not meticulously done well enough. And so, although I don't believe that they're exact pure numbers, that because to try and time the bottom and top and to be too precise is to bring headaches upon oneself. So okay, are we at the 13 cents? Yes, down here at the beginning of the move, at the end of January here. Okay, so at the end of January, beginning of February, we can say we're at the 13 cents level, and then this would be the top of our move. Okay, now from there, if we're doing our Fibonacci retracements, I'm going to actually just give us a bit more. There we go. Whoops. So I'll have to move that up now. So to here, we are we bounced off the 618. You see that there from the bodies? And then from the wick, we broke through the 618. We're between 618, 786. That's from the, if you look down on the right here, from the 13 cents. We're in the log scale. It's the same if you use the, what do you call it, scale, linear. Okay. There you go. Look at that slide. Ooh, you imagine you have your little toy and you just make a real run up and slide down. Be careful, these slides, people get hurt. Here you are, look, you've broken, but you were not here at this 786 level down here, okay, yet, which would be around the $354 level, 353, let's say here, 394 maybe, so $4, let's say, okay. Does that make sense? And that was from the 13 cents level. So even from there. Now, if we're talking from a more recent move, but the comment was about 13 cents, but let's take our more recent move of 30 cents as our base starting point, because at this point, I don't think we've made our full move, not in the USD at least. We made our full move? I don't think so. So let's take it up from the, what we said, it was like about 20, sorry to be so painstaking, but yeah, there we go. We're going to take it from this point here as best as we can, which is 3rd April. And we're going for that, which is about here. It says now 30 cents. Is that fair? 30 cents. And we make, whoa, look at that steep slope. Who's climbing that mountain? Ooh, oh, this is linear scale. That's why. Boom, change the perspective. And it's still a biggie, but biggie smalls. All right, biggie proportions. Here we go. Yeah, we've still broken, and now we're basing, broken that 20 period average. So from that movement, I gotta lower this down for now to here. And we are again touching that 618 level, just above it though. Similar, I guess, because 13 to 30 cents compared to the rest of the move is not a lot. 30 cents to, yeah, it's just not enough to make it that much of a difference between the 618 levels, whether you start from 13 cents or from 30 cents. So that's interesting. And there you go. So there we have it, just a little more confirmation. Okay, 618 bouncing around the 5 level. So anything around the $5 level is a decent level, and it continues our uptrend actually. So let's continue the uptrend. And in that case, we might have a full triple, triple up wave with the 2 corrections, full impulse before a longer correction. Okay, so now that's the daily. Let's see just a quick look here. Here we are on the MACD. Okay, these moving averages diverging down to the negative side. I'm looking then for some converging, and we'll see, though it probably will sideways out a bit, won't it? Yeah, if it's anything like the previous time frames, for example, the 4-hour. Now, who knows? Will it get like this down to here in this negative territory? Not sure. Not sure. We're going to look for a bit more of a strong support and continued strength. Well, but let's keep an eye out for it. Okay. All right. Well, that's that. And we're going to just look at the 4-hour RSI double bottom here, and just working our way sideways around this previous zone of consideration. So let's see, up or down. It feels like we're ready for a bit of an up move, but again, that 1-hour time frame means the up move might not come for a few days. Okay, so hang with it. Here is this 200 period average of the 4-hour frame. So if it does wick down, no harm in chasing it down there. All right, just be careful. That would be around the $4.50 level. Okay. All right. Other than that, I think we're good for now. Take care of yourselves. Whoops. Enjoy the rest of your time until the next time, and I look forward to that. All right. Bye.